Because sometimes when you see somebody at the end, you're not really sure what the path has been, right? So it says my journey here. So, okay, my journey. Let me see. So I go. I began my career with Miami-Dade County Public Schools as a fourth grade teacher in 1984. As a toddler, according to my parents, I was curious and generous. I loved learning. I loved school most of the time. Teaching seemed to be just right for me, but as many new teachers, I wasn't quite right for teaching. I was not prepared in many ways. Because, I'm from this family that's very, and then you get out here with these kids, you're like, rah! So it's like it's a whole other ballgame, But anyway, I was fortunate, however, because my first principal basically told me I should look into doing something else. Now you're thinking, how is that fortunate, right? But wait, it's coming. With that suggestion, I proceeded to write my letter of resignation and turned it in. Okay, then tearfully and heartbroken, I started thinking about what I would do next since I was not going to be a teacher anymore. My mentor, however, was my mentor, New Teachers 14? Okay. My mentor, however, would always remind me after my difficult days that tomorrow was always a new day. And the sun will come out tomorrow, right? When I mentioned my situation to her, she encouraged me to keep trying, but then it also forced me to make adjustments. Thankfully, I did not start at the bottom in life. I have a wonderful family, including grandparents, of course, who cared and believed in me. They also encouraged me to keep trying. My ancestors were paving the way for me before they even knew me. After a variety of meetings with administration and staff leadership, I was granted another year at the same contract status to develop and improve myself. So, it's good to have people help give you a chance, right? Give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Other teachers advanced, and I felt like I was staying at the starting line again. So for the next few years, however, I improved with the help of my colleagues. While improving, however, I was asked to lead the curriculum committee because the school became a school-based management school, for those of us who know that type of thing, right? That type of structure. So did that. I also noticed disparity in children and families, and so I wrote an Impact 2 grant to support and empower at-risk students. This grant was very successful, and the idea expanded to involve another teacher and more students. That teacher actually named Mr. Roll as well. It was interesting. But anyway, after a few years, my journey took me to a new school, and I was fortunate again to accept a position as a first grade teacher, even though it was new to me. Within the first week, I realized that I needed support again. Now I was all great at that other school, then I get a new position, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need help, right? But I was too experienced to be given a mentor, so I recruited my own support. The principal at this school was a blessing to his faculty. He appreciated my style and my work and saw qualities in me that I really didn't think about, even though I had already led a committee and wrote a grant. I was just doing stuff, right? I was part of many committees at that school. I became a grade level chair for each grade level I worked in. I wrote more grants, because you need money to support your activities in classrooms, right? And there I truly blossomed as a teacher. I loved the school, my colleagues, almost all of them, right? There were one or two that were, a little rough, a little hard on me. Anyway, I loved the community, the families, and of course, all the beautiful children. I became an IPEGS trainer while teaching third grade. I think I was crazy, but I loved training IPEGS, right? Working with IPEGS is where I got to know about the people who worked in the former Office of Professional Development and Evaluation, which is now the Office of Professional Learning and Career Development, which every now and then I gotta check what I'm saying because what department I'm in, because I'm like, what is it called again? So we all do. We all do. Yeah. We all do. It's crazy. So while in the classroom, I had an opportunity to work in this department through the iHeat grant full time. It came through the email, and I'm like, oh my God, yeah, I can do that. I had to jump at the chance. I couldn't wait. I interviewed and was accepted. I couldn't wait to work with one of those wonderful elementary schools because I'd done so many years of elementary school, right, over 25 years. But instead, I was assigned to support a middle school. Wow, okay, wow. I was, opposite of here. So I was shocked. I know. I was shocked, but I accepted the challenge. I must have a guardian angel because I ended up in a huge but most amazing middle school with more amazing colleagues, including the colleagues on my immediate team. I called myself a baby CSS because it was my first time really fully out of the classroom. After that grant ended, my guardian angel was still at work, and I was accepted to work with the new teacher support team, on the MIT team in particular. I was also given an opportunity by Dr. Roxy to be an adjunct professor for MINT 2.0, which I don't know what that new name is now. I'm like, thank goodness I'm not going to worry about it now. Oh my gosh, anyway. And that also supports new teachers. It warms my heart to look backwards at my career and realize that every part of my journey was absolutely preparing me for my current position in this district. In February of this year, however, I was assigned to work with a teacher who has an overcrowded classroom, kindergarten of all places. While working there, I have truly come to appreciate the work that we all do even more. Since I'm not the one, because she's there, she's the teacher, but I'm supporting her. There's about 36, 35, 32 kids in kindergarten over there, right? I have had the chance to be more observant on the side. Very recently, I went to visit a new teacher who spent 2 days in my new teacher lab training right after I left that school. He was very appreciative of his time at the new teacher lab, but he was also completely blind. He would be teaching 6th, 7th, and 8th grade math, so I wanted to follow up with him. I am excited to say that he was doing well with the support he was receiving, and the students learned how to collaborate with him in order to succeed. So educators, we are all that, right? We truly impact our society in one of the most proactive ways. And teachers need to develop, evolve, and grow with the times. We care, we give feedback, we guide, we model, we build character, we put on a performance as needed, and we teach, and teach some more. Everyone experiences a teacher in this society. Teaching, in my humble opinion, is complex because we're dealing with human beings. We're complex. It is a career that changes lives and saves lives. Although we say parents are a child's first teacher, we take it to another level to become certified to provide children with the high quality academic instruction they need to hopefully become a productive member of society and a blessing for the world. Sometimes we are the only responsible adult that they have. So teaching is a job/career for some, a calling for some, a mission for some, and a ministry for others. For me, it has been all of the above at one point of my journey or another. I want to thank each and every one of you here, my family, my work family, my work friends, and all my colleagues along the way for all the love and support throughout my most amazing educational journey. I will always treasure the moments and experiences, great and not so great. I will never forget Ruben coming to my room in Vancouver to pick me up at 5:30 in the morning to go to my presentation. Carrying my bag and all that stuff, and it was freezing. Oh my, it was so cold. Anyway, all the people that have been a part of my life from working in Miami-Dade County Public Schools, now the third largest school system in the nation. I don't know how that happened, but wow, right? That's amazing. Anyway, I would have never gotten here successfully without you. Thank you 1,000,000 times. I love you all. I will miss you and this department tremendously. I will always have a special place in my heart for all of you. Keep on doing this great work that you all do. It's so important to all the teachers who are impacting our students every day. You are all educational rock stars. I love you. And by the way, I had to print this for myself because since I'm working in the kindergarten, I think I was talking to Kristen the other day about this. And you know that little poem about all I ever needed to know I learned in kindergarten? Mm-hmm. So now that I'm just on the sidelines working with this teacher, I'm saying, wow, this is really true. I mean, all of this stuff, it's like really amazing. And it's not that it's only kindergarten, but because these kids go through our school system, and from one level to the next, to the next, to the next, they become all these fabulous people. And it's because of all the educators and all the people here that are supporting, you know. It's like, I keep it now like here. I'm like, we all support these kids so much.